Lou Diamond's music.
Puerto
Lou
Rican
Diamond's
Harvard
music.
graduate put a hit out on the President of the United States even after Harry Truman dropped an atomic bomb on Japan. Talk about co-owners.
Campus Campos became one of my worst nightmares.
Trouble in the American island of Puerto Rico.
They tried to kill me. They're a bunch of fanatics that wanted an independent Puerto Rico.
The FBI had someone planted inside these Puerto Rican nationalists, and they had heard Lolita LeBron state that we must go to Washington and do something dramatic.
The propaganda all over Latin America was to the effect that he was trying to liberate Puerto Rico.
J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI definitely targeted Alviso and all of the nationalists so that they would be eliminated.
He is saying that some mysterious machines were throwing nuclear rays at him from a great distance.
Mi abuelo no murió por muerte natural, ni porque le dio en ese momento una enfermedad, sino se murió porque fue asesinado.
Here we are, more than 100 years after the United States occupied Puerto Rico. Anglo-Americans never settled Puerto Rico. It remained a territory of the original inhabitants, who spoke a different language, who had a different culture, and who still speak a different language and still have a different culture. And therefore, it remains a separate nation. It's not a nation recognized by the other countries of the world, but it is a separate nation.
A free Puerto Rico while holding the Puerto Rican flag.
Estimates of the numbers of shots fired range from 15 to 30.
Their goal, to demand people pay attention to Puerto Rico's colonial status under U.S. rule. Their message, Puerto Ricans craved independence and were willing to sacrifice their lives to get it.
I'm not sorry for what I did. I'm not sorry.
But wait, aren't Puerto Ricans U.S. citizens? So how did things become so extreme? Well, the answer isn't so simple.
Classic colony under American domination. Part of the United States Empire.
I will do what is necessary for the liberation of Puerto Rico.
The story of Puerto Rico is one filled with U.S. imperialism, exploitation, and secret surveillance by the FBI. It explains how the U.S. asserts its power with no regard for the locals of a country, and how it will do whatever it takes to stay in control. But it's also a story of unwavering resistance to U.S. colonialism. Take a look at this. It's the New York Puerto Rican Day Parade. What do you notice? Maybe the hundreds of people waving, wearing, and dancing with the Puerto Rican flag. So can you believe that in the 50s, waving that flag meant risking up to 10 years in jail or a massive fine? It was part of U.S. efforts to suppress independence movements on the island. See, this set of islands right here in the Caribbean, with over 3 million people spread across it and almost 6 million Puerto Ricans living in the continental U.S., was once a Spanish colony. Spanish colonialism in Puerto Rico involved the exploitation of the island's indigenous people, the Taino, and enslaved Africans brought there to mine gold. If you've ever heard a Puerto Rican refer to themselves as Boricua, it stems from the Taino word Boriquen, which is what the Taino called Puerto Rico. But after a brutal war over a century ago, Spain gave control of Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines to the U.S., expanding the U.S. empire.